Good afternoon, guys. Happy hump day. So today we're going to be doing something a little weird. Number one, we're going to be talking about recovery. So if you're not a recovering alcoholic, or the friend or family of a recovering alcoholic, or, active addiction and just want to do some research for them, then this video is probably not for you unless you get off on other people's misery or recovery. Not a judgment. Postscript. I don't just mean alcoholic, because if you're an addict, you're also welcome. An addict's an addict is an addict is an addict. If you're into dry goods, whatever you're into, porn, sure. Check it out. Recovery is recovery. No judgments. Once again. Now, we've all heard the term, people that act like their shit doesn't stink. Trust me when I say this. Your shit stinks. I don't care how long you've been sober. You cannot do things perfectly. No one does. And they even say in the AA program, we do not strive for perfection. So, acting like you know it all, you don't know it all. And you may have a year sober, 2 years sober. You may be an old timer. You still don't have this crazy thing called life figured out. You may be happy, joyous, and free, and I am happy for you. But I'm in early recovery, and I don't know all that much. But I do know that if something is making me feel like taking a drink or a drug, then it's probably not the right advice. So I checked that, and it was the right thing to do. Because this resentment was eating me alive. And it was making me think about taking a drink. And I'm not just talking about taking a drink to drink at the person. It just made me feel so invalidated, and it didn't feel right. So our brains are fucked up. Our alcoholic brain is fucked up. That's why we go through recovery and change. But there are still things in your head that will tell you, I don't know about this. But then you got to check with other people. And I'm not just talking about other people like your mom, your best friend. Check with other alcoholics and addicts. Been there, done that, alcoholics and addicts. Don't just trust one person. Check around. Now we're going to start from the very beginning. So I have been sober in 2 days, 50 days sober, complete honest abstinence. Before that, I had another 30 days. And before that 30 days. I relapsed during quarantine. And that is because I had this mentality about me that was like, oh shit, the world's ending. Why don't I just end it all and have a drink? Guess what? Still wasn't worth it. The misery was not worth it. I can vouch for it. So if you're in quarantine and you're thinking, oh, I can't do this anymore. I'm trapped in my house and the world's ending. Oh my God, there's an epidemic. I should take a drink or drug. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. It's never a good idea. I really had that mentality. The world is going to shit. Let me drink. It still doesn't make sense. Trust. Been there. Done that. So in quarantine, I got re-sober, moved out, ran back to my parents' house after being married, and that's just what I had to do to learn. Now, all of that given, is it right for someone, and I haven't been reaching out to anyone from AA, I've been doing this all on my own. So I finally broke down after having read Idiot and deciding to give the AA program another chance. So I called my friend in the program and desperately asked to have someone who's sober, to talk to. So we're on the phone, we're talking, she's listening to me, and it's great. I'm feeling understood, this person's been where I've been, great. So finally I say, you know what, I think I'm going to give the program another shot. Will you temporarily sponsor me? Her response was, if you want me to sponsor you, you have to change your sober date. And I said, why would I have to change my sober date? I haven't relapsed. I've been clean all this time. She said, but you're not sober. There's a difference between dry, abstinent, and sober. I was like, okay, but are we gonna completely ignore the fact that it was really, really hard to go through this? All of it? And that I still every day got up and went to bed having made the choice not to pick up a drink? So this seemed not right to me. So I'm just going to leave this. I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you, but I want you to take away from this. If you're in the program, you're not in the program. Whatever you're doing for yourself that's keeping you sober, because every day that you have sober is a miracle. That is what I've heard, and the miracle happens. And that's what it's all about. Not picking up a drink. Because that much has gotten through to me. Because if I take the first drink, I'm going to end up on a bender. So, I don't want to go there. But for someone to say that your recovery doesn't count because you didn't do it in AA or NA, it's bullshit. And I recommend in your recovery, especially in quarantine, there's a Facebook group called the Addiction Recovery Support Group. If you have a question and you don't have anyone to ask, or you just need support, write a message. You will get comments, likes, opinions, facts so fast, and you can get your answers. Trust me, you are not alone, even during these times. But check your facts with other alcoholics and addicts. Because the mentality that my days didn't count made it so easy to let that thought in that I could pick up a drink because my days don't matter. So if something doesn't sound right to you and it's sitting in your gut and it doesn't sound good and it's hurting, it's a resentment and you should get it checked out. Also, for someone to act like they are better than you because they've done recovery a certain way, I don't know what program they're working. So check who's in your network. Check who's in your support group. And just keep going. Quarantine, the world will get back to normal. Maybe not soon. But put it out into the universe. Good vibes. And if people aren't giving you good vibes, especially now, search elsewhere. Because even on the internet, they're out there. All right. Happy hump day. And I will definitely see you on day 50, which is in 2 days. So I will officially hit the big 50. Thanks.